Zhiyun has just released its new mobile gimbal, the Smooth Q5 Ultra, and it comes with some exciting features like advanced stabilization, a detachable remote, voice control, AI tracking, and more. In this video, we'll take a closer look at what this gimbal can do, how it performs with the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and whether it's worth getting. This video is sponsored by Zhiyun, so think of it more as a product showcase than a critical review. With that said, let's jump right into it. The Q5 is a 3-axis gimbal with roll, tilt, and pan functionality. It has a compact design that allows you to fold the gimbal and easily fit it into your pocket. It has a solid build and feels robust. I really like the matte white color, which gives it a sleek design. It's comfortable to hold, and the minimalistic layout and ergonomic design makes it easy to reach all the buttons with your thumb. The gimbal has a standalone weight of 397 grams. If you include the AI tracker, remote, and mini tripod, it comes at a weight of 477 grams. It's slightly heavier than other foldable gimbals, but the extra weight helps deliver steadier footage. It features a simple display screen that shows the gimbal's battery life, current mode, Bluetooth connection, and whether the AI tracker is activated. On the front, you have a joystick, record button, and a mode button. On the side, a zoom wheel. On the back, a trigger button and a power button with a USB-C charging port. The Q5 Ultra uses a built-in clamp for secure phone setup and includes an integrated 215mm extension pole, great for vlogging or for achieving more creative camera angles. The AI tracker attaches directly to the clamp without interfering with the gimbal, and there's a detachable remote on the motor for convenient long-distance control. At the bottom, you'll find a 1/4 inch screw mount for the mini tripod or other accessories. By attaching the mini tripod, it can also be used as a second handle for more stable shots. The mini tripod legs are also very long, providing stability when placed on a flat surface. There's also a fill light on the back for filming in low light environments. Mounting and balancing the gimbal is pretty straightforward. Unfold the gimbal, check where the camera should face, and insert your phone. Make sure it doesn't tip to one side and adjust until it's balanced. Then turn on the gimbal and you're ready to start shooting. The gimbal can also be used with a phone case. For example, I can use the one from Freewell and it fits perfectly. In terms of payload, the gimbal supports up to 300 grams, and I did test it with Freewell's VND filter. Even though it exceeds the payload limit, I did test it out in all gimbal directions and it seems to work really well. However, if you plan to use third-party lenses, depending on their size and weight, it might throw off the balance. In that case, you may want to consider a gimbal with stronger motors, such as the Zhiyun Smooth 5S AI. I'll link a video to it in the description. So let's go through the basic button controls. Pressing the trigger button twice recenters the gimbal, and pressing it 3 times switches to portrait mode or landscape. The focus wheel lets you control focus when using the ZY Cami app, and long pressing it will turn on the fill light. The mode button switches between different gimbal modes, including pan follow, POV, lock, and sport mode. Long pressing the M button will put it into sleep mode. This is great if you don't want to completely turn the gimbal off. This way, if you want to use it right away, just press the M button again and you're ready to shoot. Pressing the power button once shows you the current battery life of the gimbal. Now you can use the joystick to control the gimbal's direction, and pressing the record button starts or stops recording. The Q5 Ultra has a companion app called the ZY Cami that you can download on the App Store. Using it with the gimbal gives you access to features like intelligent tracking, smart modes, time-lapse, gesture control, and editor. However, what's really cool is that you don't need to use their companion app. It isn't required. You can use your favorite video app instead. The gimbal works with other apps really well while maintaining advanced functionality through the features I'm about to explain. One of its standout feature is the wireless remote control. To use it, make sure your gimbal is turned on, then twist the remote off the gimbal motor and power it on by pressing the power button. You can control the gimbal's direction with the joystick, switch between orientations, and start or stop recording. So I have the remote controller in my hand and I can use the joystick to position the camera. I can also recenter the gimbal as well as switch over to vertical mode or landscape, and also use it to trigger the record button from a distance. So really straightforward and convenient. The remote has a USB-C charging port that needs to be charged separately as it doesn't charge through the gimbal. The Bluetooth range is 10 meters and the battery life of the remote control is about 4 hours. With the wireless remote control, you can also use voice commands to control the gimbal as it features a built-in microphone. Start by saying, "Hey Cami," followed by a command. For example, say, "Hey Cami, start recording," and the camera will begin recording. To stop, say, "Hey Cami, stop recording." This feature is especially helpful when filming alone without touching the gimbal. And these are just a few commands mentioned for the voice control. So let's test out the voice command. "Hey Cami, portrait." "Hey Cami, landscape." "Hey Cami, start tracking." "Hey Cami, stop tracking." And it works. Awesome. Next up is the AI tracker, which uses gesture control to automatically track and keep you centered in the frame. This again is also very useful when filming yourself and wanting to add dynamic camera movement to your videos or when vlogging with the rear camera on your iPhone. So we're doing a vlog test and I have the iPhone 17 Pro Max mounted on the 5Q Ultra, and I also have the Rode Wireless Micro connected. This way I can capture high quality audio. And right now I'm filming this on the ultra wide angle lens. I'm using the rear camera. I have no idea if I'm in the center of the frame. Right now I don't have the tracking enabled, so if I move my head, nothing happens. But if I do this sign, it will now start track me and keep me centered in the frame. And I'm just going to start walking so that you can see how stable the footage is. And I can position the camera this way, I can position it that way, and it will always keep me centered in the frame. If I want to stop the tracking, I can just hold up my palm and it will stop the tracking. It's that simple. Now for best results, the effective tracking distance of the Q5 Ultra is between 0.5 and 3 meters. The AI tracker can be positioned in both directions, allowing you to use it either with the rear or front selfie camera. To use the AI tracker, turn it on until you see a solid blue light. To start tracking, hold up the OK sign, and when the light turns solid green, tracking is active. To stop tracking, hold up your hands and the light will turn back to solid blue. You can also switch between orientations by holding up your thumbs. The AI tracker is very responsive to gestures, making the filming experience smooth. And to take a photo or start recording, you can hold up the peace sign. Hold up the peace sign again to stop recording. To adjust your composition, position yourself in the frame, then hold up the L sign and the gimbal will start tracking you at that new position. This way you don't always have to rely on being in the center and can create a more interesting framing. Now, in order to trigger the recording, whether it's through the record button or through gesture control or voice command, make sure the gimbal is connected to your phone via Bluetooth. I've tested it with both the default camera app and the Blackmagic camera, and it works flawlessly with both. The AI tracker has a USB-C charging port and its battery lasts around 3 hours on a single charge. As mentioned, the Q5 Ultra has a built-in light for shooting in low light environments. It offers up to 226 lux of brightness. The Q5 Ultra offers up to 13.5 hours of battery life when used without the AI tracker or fill light. During more intensive use with both the fill light and AI tracker enabled, the battery still lasts up to 5.5 hours. The charging time takes around 2 hours to fully charge it. So let's put the gimbal to the test and take a look at the video results shot on the Q5 Ultra. The footage was captured using the default camera app in 4K at 25 frames per second with no slow motion, no post stabilization, and the iPhone's internal stabilization has been turned off as well. This way you can see exactly how well the gimbal performs. The gimbal followed my hand movement in all directions smoothly while keeping the horizon leveled. I was able to use all focal lengths on the iPhone and the footage came out really nice. Even when shooting with the ultra wide angle lens, the motors didn't block the view. I also managed to get a nice low angle shot by inverting the gimbal and extending the pole, which made filming from that position much more comfortable. When you enable post stabilization, the results become even smoother. If you're wondering about the controllable range, I'll display them here. Regarding price, the standard version starts at $89 and the combo version at $109, a fairly low price for what the gimbal offers. If you're looking just to capture stabilized footage and want to use the ZY Cami app for extended functionality, then the standard version might be enough. However, if you want the full package with the AI tracker and remote control for more flexibility, then the combo version would be the better option. Overall, the Zhiyun Smooth Q5 Ultra offers many useful features for solo creators who want to capture smooth, professional-looking footage, making it a versatile tool for any mobile content creator. Zhiyun really took a simple approach, keeping it easy to use and not overwhelming for beginners. You can really get started right away without much setup or prior experience. Let me know what you think about the Q5 Ultra, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. If you're interested in the Zhiyun Smooth 5S for heavier setups, be sure to check out this video right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.